Howdy mates, good afternoon, how are we all doing? Here's a part 2 film over at the Hillsborough River State Park. So you can clearly see that now the part of the stream that I'm at is much calmer than my previous film. So even though it seems like it is calm, the water is actually rapidly moving. Just take a moment to glance at what I mean by that. It's very peaceful out here. And as a matter of fact, the state park itself, it's actually one of the oldest in the state. It even ranges closely in age with the Highlands hammock, which is clear over in central Florida. But the reason that we know that this is one of the older state parks is because some of the structures that were built here were provided by the Civilian Conservation Corps. Now, for those of you who have never heard of them, basically they were an organization that started as part of the New Deal program back in the 30s. This particular organization from the New Deal was brought up by an individual named FDR, also known as Franklin Delano Roosevelt. Oh, I think I just saw a group of kayakers fall over. Maybe. Uh-oh. That didn't sound good. Anyway, hold on a second. I want to make sure they're okay. Okay. They seems like they're okay. Literally, one of the kayakers just slipped off of their kayak, and I'm sure you probably heard it in the background. That was a little alarming. But anyway, this is the Seminole Trail. This is actually one of my favorite trails at the state park, given that it literally traverses alongside the Hillsborough River itself. It's actually quite peaceful, as I mentioned earlier. Quite frankly, for this time of year, you'll see me in a lot of these types of parks, just because with how warm it gets during this time of year, having ample shade is crucial, because it gets hot. I'll have to make another video, a third one, because not only is this place very scenic, but it also has a historical significance that falls behind it as well. Because there's a fort that's not too far from here that's called Fort Foster, and Fort Foster was very active during the first and second, or I should say the Second Seminole War, in which in that particular time frame, that was from 1835 to 1842. So you figure that was a little before the Civil War began. And you gotta figure, too, the climate was still a little similar down here at the time. So for some of our soldiers, this was definitely not their element. But I'll have to do a separate video on that. That goes a bit more in depth. But yeah, as I said, definitely a hidden little gem. It's a special one. Definitely make a visit if you guys ever have an opportunity. Alright, take care you guys. Have a good one.